When we think about human survival, we often imagine modern technology. GPS for navigation, rifles for hunting, machines for farming. But for tens of thousands of years, Aboriginal Australians thrived in one of the harshest environments on Earth, without any of these tools. Their survival depended on ingenuity, resourcefulness, and a profound connection to the land. The tools they created and the hunting techniques they mastered were not only practical, but also deeply tied to culture, identity, and tradition. Archaeological evidence shows that Aboriginal people have been crafting tools for more than 40,000 years. Some of the earliest tools include simple stone flakes, used for cutting and scraping. Over time, these developed into more complex and specialized instruments, showing a remarkable understanding of design and purpose. Unlike mass-produced modern tools, every Aboriginal tool was crafted by hand, often from locally available resources like stone, wood, bone, and shell. Each tool told a story of the land it came from, the hands that shaped it, and the knowledge passed down through generations. Perhaps the most famous Aboriginal tool is the boomerang. But forget the stereotype of a toy that magically returns. In reality, there are two main types: returning and non-returning. Returning boomerangs were often used in ceremonial contexts or for training young hunters. The heavier, non-returning boomerangs were powerful weapons, capable of striking animals from a distance, breaking bones, or even bringing down birds mid-flight. Some were over a meter long and could travel vast distances when thrown with skill. The design of a boomerang reflects an advanced understanding of aerodynamics, knowledge developed thousands of years before the science of flight was ever studied. Spears were another essential tool for hunting. Crafted from hardwood, tipped with stone, bone, or later metal, they were used to hunt kangaroos, emus, and even fish. To extend their range and power, Aboriginal hunters developed the woomera, a spear thrower that acted like a lever. With a woomera, a spear could fly faster and farther than one thrown by hand alone, an early example of mechanical advantage. The woomera wasn't just a hunting tool. It often doubled as a shield, a digging stick, or even a container for food and water. This versatility highlights the Aboriginal principle of sustainability. Nothing was wasted, and everything had multiple uses. Beyond hunting weapons, Aboriginal Australians created a wide range of everyday tools. Grinding stones were used to process seeds into flour, which could then be baked into bread, one of the world's earliest examples of baking. Stone axes, sharpened to a fine edge, were used to cut wood, build shelters, and carve canoes. Shells were transformed into knives, scrapers, or fishing hooks. Even fire itself was a tool. Fire-making kits, using wood and friction, allowed communities to create controlled flames, essential for cooking, warmth, and land management. But tools alone were not enough. Aboriginal survival depended on extraordinary hunting techniques, many of which required patience, skill, and deep ecological knowledge. Hunters became expert trackers, able to read the smallest clues, a bent blade of grass, a faint footprint, or a disturbed water hole. These signs could lead them to kangaroos, emus, or reptiles. Fishing was equally ingenious. In coastal and river regions, Aboriginal people built fish traps, stone structures designed to catch fish as tides flowed in and out. Some of these traps, like those at Brerewana in New South Wales, are over 40,000 years old and are considered some of the oldest human-made structures in the world. Hunting often involved clever strategies. To catch emus or kangaroos, hunters would disguise themselves with branches or animal skins, blending into the landscape. Sometimes they would drive animals towards nets or into confined spaces. In the north, hunters used dugout canoes to silently glide across rivers, spearing fish or crocodiles with incredible precision. Every technique reflected harmony with the land. Instead of overhunting, Aboriginal people took only what was needed, ensuring sustainability for generations. For Aboriginal Australians, tools in hunting weren't just about survival. They were part of a spiritual worldview. Weapons were often decorated with carvings or paintings, linking them to Dreamtime stories. Hunting itself was connected to rituals, songs, and laws that ensured respect for the animals and the land. This blend of practicality and spirituality created a system of knowledge that sustained communities for tens of thousands of years. It was technology, yes, but it was also philosophy, a way of living that balanced human needs with the rhythms of nature. Today, many Aboriginal tools and techniques are preserved in museums, taught in cultural education programs, or are still practiced by communities. They remind us that survival is not about dominating nature, but about working with it. The ingenuity of Aboriginal Australians, from boomerangs to fish traps, from spears to fire, is a testament to human creativity at its very best. And perhaps, in an age where sustainability is more important than ever, we can still learn from the wisdom of these ancient practices.